like she saw a deer in the forest and the deer was hurt, but the deer's not like thinking about how it's hurt and being like, oh, I shouldn't have let this happen. I can't believe this is happening to me right now. Like the deer is just like, I need to go rest or find my herd, or whatever a deer does when it's hurt. I don't know what a deer would do when it's hurt, but the idea behind it was the fact that we humans suffer so much because we get hurt, and then we're like, oh, what does it mean? Like we're trying to assign all this meaning. And for one, that's kind of like a byproduct or a consequence of having a consciousness that can perceive us, like ourselves, outside of ourselves, outside of the being. It's not just our physical sensational experience of life. We can also come from outside of ourselves and observe ourselves and reflect and all that. But where it starts to help make us suffer is when we do it too much, right? Like the classic feeling like an overthinker. You overthink everything, so much to the point that you just like kind of paralyze yourself. Analysis paralysis, like we can do that. But the point of her video was much of human suffering is about two things. When we think something should be that isn't, or we think something shouldn't be that is. And for me, that second one was really important, was like me thinking things shouldn't be that are, and I had such resistance to it. Interestingly enough, I was thinking about this just a few days ago, that I've gotten into this rut of a habit again of like looking at like a customer will come in and I'm like, why do I have to deal with this kind of a person or this kind of situation? And I do it with like every single one because I'm burnt out and I'm so tired of my job. I've just done it a billion times over, over the last 15 years. I'm just sick of it. I'm tired of it, right? Like that's my own thing, right? These customers aren't really being mean. They're just being themselves. And I'm just like, ugh, I am resisting what is. And instead of putting the energy towards creative life movement and effort towards what I want to create in life, I was just kind of complacent and sitting still and just like resisting. Ugh, it shouldn't be. I shouldn't have to deal with this person. I shouldn't have to deal with this all over again. I shouldn't. And it's like, yes, but also, am I taking any action? Am I taking the personal responsibility to not do that?